So I got to retell this story, but I got back from the trip and my chain was jacked. I mean, it was jacked up. Yeah, we're just going to the garage. We need to clarify a few things. One blows my mind, but a couple things I thought of when I got home and cleaning up this mess. I'm going through all this slack, an enormous amount of slack. I mean, it's probably clapped out, I don't know. So I go down here and I'm looking and everything looks to line up, because in Arizona, I started noticing that something was wrong. You could fit, I mean, you can fit a couple of credit cards in between there, and this thing is tight. And when your wheel is off center, it'll feel like it's a little bit flat. I'm wondering, I felt that the whole time. Well, gee, look at how flattened out this tire is. I mean, so I got to go battle with the dealership that had this bike, getting all freshened up, chain service before I took it in 3 weeks ago. 3 freaking weeks ago. So I'm gonna shoot this tonight, and then I'm gonna try to take it in tomorrow, and then I'll come back and record this, and you'll get to watch the whole video at once, but I'll tell you exactly what happened, and hopefully the dealer, which I'm going to remain nameless, will do the right thing and we'll get it going. I knew many different times over the last 10 days while being out on the road and putting in the 4,300 miles that you need to stay visible. I always wore like a bright shirt or a bright colored, wear a white, my white coat or, whatever. And the biggest thing is these Auxbeam lights. I turn them on orange. You can turn them on white. You can turn them on orange and white, and then they will flash in just orange, just white, or orange and white. And so it's 6 different settings. I'll post the link in this video. They're about 140 bucks maybe. The best money I could spend. And what I was getting at was, you can tell that people recognize you coming up from behind. And I've got them actually on now in orange, but when my headlights are on, it looks like I'm a police officer. Let me show you the, that's orange and white. Flash, white, flash, orange, flash both. No less than a dozen times, people got out of the way because they thought when I was with my headlights on and everything else, my running lights, they thought I was a police officer, cop bike. So they get out of the way. This stuff works. And anyway, this stuff works. Whatever we have to do to stay visible. I'm probably gonna have to buy. I'm not gonna buy a new chain and sprockets, even though I'm at 24,000 miles. I've had a problem with this going on for a couple of months, The dealership had it. They did a chain service. They said they were going to take care of it. I'm not sure that they did. I started having binding issues 300 miles into this trip. I wasn't even to Albuquerque before this stuff started happening again. And to know that it was out of balance and that this sprocket or this chain could have just sheared right off under the pressure just pisses me off, man. It's not supposed to be this complicated. That's that. Yeah, by the way, if you've watched any of the series, I've got episode 1 up right now. Episode 2 goes live on Friday. By the time you guys see this video, episode 1, 2, and 3 should all be up. And then The Loneliest Highway feature should be up as well. That video is actually ready to go. Anyway, I appreciate everybody. When I get back to you after talking to the dealer, hopefully tomorrow, I can run it up there. But all right, so we went back to the dealer today. I can't say that I was surprised, but let me see if I can't show you guys what we're dealing with. There were a few links in this chain that were dramatically bound up, and I didn't see that I had lost any O-rings in this, but I had. And I mean, the mechanic had the bike up on the lift, and he's like, I don't even want to let this guy out here on this bike because this is really not that safe. But I mean, he can, if he doesn't put more than 50 miles on it, goes 30 miles an hour to get home and parks the bike. So I respect that. You know, and here's, I guess, what I'm talking about. This chain right here is bound up, and it's causing the transmission, when you just put it in cruise control at 32 miles an hour, it just chugs along and chugs because the chain is so loose, and it is stretched. If you guys can see, it is this hash mark is right here, and you can see it's at the very end of the red. Hope you can see that. So yeah, that's really problematic. And then the other side where we didn't have this thing extended out, well, this has actually come back even further, and we're at the end of our resistance. So hey, look, I just went ahead today and ordered a new DID OEM replacement set of sprockets, and I got the gold chain to go with the bike, but the dealer price is $682 installed. Got no problem with the dealer whatsoever, but the guy who worked on my vintage bikes, my CB750, and did some work to this bike actually too, $440 bucks, $200 labor. It's $241 for the sprocket and chain set from Sprocket Center, and it's OEM. So I'm gonna save the 400 bucks, or excuse me, the 250 bucks, and get on down the road. I don't have any ill will towards my dealer. I've still bought some parts from them, and I'll continue to do so. That's all I got for now. See you in a few. It's probably gonna be next week. It's probably gonna be. You're probably gonna see 2 or 3 more episodes of the 10-day trip at this point. So, oh boy. So I got to retell this story, but I got back from the trip and my chain was jacked. I mean, it was jacked up really bad, and I took it to the local Honda dealer and they got it in right away. I've done a lot of stuff with these guys before, and they said, yeah, I mean, this chain is clapped out. You shouldn't even be riding it. You probably, if you're going to take it home, make sure that you only take it home, don't go over 30 miles an hour. I mean, it was like, take precautions, because this thing's on its last leg. So that's what I did. So I had another choice. I had to order stuff, do it myself, or go back and pay what, you know, the estimate they gave me. And I'm not upset with the dealer. They're trying to make a living, and it was just a lot more than I thought it was going to be. So the guy who worked on my 79 CB 750, and you'll see that video in there, that bike, it's sold, but Steve at Rad Moto knocked it out of the park. He said, come on down on Tuesday morning, you can drop it off and I'll get it done during the day and we'll let me know. So I showed up this morning and he's like, you know, if you want, I can do it for you while you wait. And so I went and got some coffee, and I got a gold chain, but the sprockets, it's legit. I don't know if it'll even pick it up, but man, it is perfect. It's all tight. These are all adjusted. He went back through, they cleaned it all out, used some brake clean, whatever, got it all fixed up, and that's that. I mean, I really can't thank those guys enough. It cost me half of what the dealer charged me. It all adds up, man. It's a lot. Because owning a motorcycle, as you know, you guys know, I mean, it's a never-end spend. So, I gotta tell you, I got on the bike, I was a little nervous because I didn't know, driving it down there was rough. But she's back. We are back in business on Tuesday. Now, this took a week. I'm not angry about it, been off the bike, but I'm ready to go take a nice rip on this later this evening when it cools down a little bit, and see how this back tire is going to do. I got to check pressures and all that, but I put Steve and his shop, Rad Moto, R-A-D, like the, that's Rad Dude, yeah, Rad Moto, Fort Worth, Texas. There's a great coffee shop right by there, and for you guys out there, there's a lot of hot chicks come to that coffee shop, but just saying. Thrashin Supply, taco gloves, boom, and then boom. Dude, looks like the U. I mean, these are raised lightning bolts, raised emblems, bottom of the wrist closures. This stuff is, the taco word has even got that grip stuff on it. So very high quality. They were a little bit more than what I had paid for other gloves, but it's obvious to me I'm getting more. It's also a limited edition. I think every year they're changing up the design for the Cinco de Mayo gloves, but they also have had some others that they've stopped producing. So get them or maybe never see them again. So I don't have a discount code to give you, but I'll work on that. How about that? I gotta run. I got some bike stuff to do. Catch you guys later. And thanks for watching all the videos. In all seriousness, the loneliest highway video where I dedicated a short segment about loneliness, being alone, it has taken off. It's the most active video of the series so far. We have 6 more videos to go. Day 6 and 7 are going to be a video 8, 9, and 10. And then I've got a video about Hope, filmed from the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles at night. It's a pretty cool backdrop. If you ever get to LA and you want something to do in the evening, it's worth the time. There's really almost no expense. So thanks everybody. Catch up with you all on the next one.